What's going on, folks?
Yes.
Welcome back to the No Hold Thoughts podcast.
Hold on, right? You gotta do that over. You're not letting her get her hey.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, you gotta let her get right. Gotta let her get her hey.
Take two. What's going on, folks?
Yes.
Hey.
Welcome back to the No Hold Thoughts podcast. I gave her time for her head. We're your hosts. I'm Rob.
I'm Bruh.
I'm AJ.
And on today's episode, we're gonna talk about deadbeat parents. Deadbeat parents that live. What button?
Damn, I was trying to say. Nah, go ahead.
Deadbeat parents who live with their children. Who gonna tackle this topic first?
Yeah, so a deadbeat parent is a parent that live with the child, but they never home. And most of the time what they do is they try to provide the kids with materialistic things, as far as, the obvious clothes, toys, games and stuff like that to keep them occupied. It's more to parenting than just buying things. You have to physically be there. So when they have a basketball game, you feel like you never need to come. When it's a recital, you don't need to come. You act in plays and stuff like that.
I think I might be a deadbeat parent. I'm always at work. I live in it.
Yeah, well, it's so many out here. I think a lot of parents what a lot of parents is missing, that they missing a balance. Sometimes you can't take that money, as far as like if you working overtime, because most of the time that's why most parents is not there.
Right.
You trying to make this money and keep everything afloat, but then you don't know your kid. You see early pregnancies, kids 13, 14, 15 years old having kids.
Yeah.
You trying to live your best life. And your kid out here just doing whatever. Yeah. We need to really dig into that, man. These kids is raising themselves, man. They out here, and then these is the same parents that gets on social media and they say, "Oh, too much shooting." Where the hell is your kid at?
Your kid at the shit.
You know what I mean? Your kid be the one that led the shootout. You know what I mean? Oh, they was shooting at. But you don't even know where your kid at. You sitting at the job, scrolling through your phone, seeing something. Your kid is the cause of all this, but you don't even know why. Because you putting all these hours in. And I get it.
Well, I want to shout out my mom and my dad, because they always be helping out, looking out, because I'm always at work.
That's why two-parent households is important, man.
It is.
You can't do it, because one parent gonna have to do some sacrifices, as far as making the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not like we come from like wealth.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't teach wealth in school, public school especially. So we gotta go get it. You know what I mean? As far as the hustle, the grind, the hours that you put in, creating, you know what I mean? Sleepless nights.
Right.
But at the same time, you still gotta make those games. You have to make those games.
You know what's funny? Like, it's like I wouldn't say, I can't say that he was most definitely, my dad was most definitely not a deadbeat dad. He made me who I am. But the funny thing is like, I think through all like my martial arts tournaments and everything, I think he may have gone to one, but the difference is like, my dad worked a lot, but when he was home, he was constantly talking to me and my brother, like constantly talking to us.
I think that's a fair trade-off, because if the biggest thing is, like you said, being in their lives. So okay, maybe you can't make it to the games because the way they schedule, but I think a huge part of it is actually sitting down and having those conversations that they need.
Right. So I mean, I try to do the same. So I mean, the good thing is I know I must be doing something right because my daughter, she's determined that, Mom, I don't want to work for nobody. You know, I want to be wealthy. My son, he wants to be what did he say? He wants to be a neurologist. So I mean, I must be doing something right. So.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Stop. I gotta be doing something right.
Truthfully, that's good. I mean, but a lot of parents they not there. You know what I mean? A lot of parents think that they doing something because you know you could be six figures. You know, or you could be up there. You know, you could make 80, 90,000. But your kid just doing whatever they want. You know what I mean? That's important, man. Like Ra spent man, you call this boy anytime. If he ain't at work, he reading books. As far as, breaking it down with his child. You know what I mean? Like math and all that other stuff. I mean, but for me, I'm not like that. Like I'm not the one that read books and stuff like with the kids. Well, with my kids anyway. But I just try to be there as far as just being there. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I put work on the back burner. And I just sit there and I just allow them to tell me their day, how they doing or whatever. I mean, if we just sit there, eat some candy, like it really don't matter. But sometimes like the presents need to be. Now there's days that I be going for a long time, like today. Like I was going pretty much all day. So like they haven't really seen me.
Right.
But at the same time, like tomorrow I make up for it. Like we're gonna have movie night. You know what I mean?
Movie night all day.
I do things with them because you have to, like you gotta create that bond.
So we got tacos.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the funny thing about it is I actually enjoy doing homework. Like that's like something I actually kind of look forward to it. Like I can't wait to do our homework. And I know because of that, I gotta create that balance where I'm able to do it. So it's like even though now it's not as good because I wish my job was still open, but I try to get in as much as possible. So the sacrifices definitely have to be there.
Yeah, because we always talk about. It was a post that one of my homies posted some time ago about how the woman. It was something about the woman, single moms or something like that, and they said they never talk about dad sacrifices, man. You know what I mean? I sacrifice a lot. I mean, I sacrificed pretty much like my entire life. Just everything that I ever wanted to do. I was gonna go to the army.
Yeah,
I had a baby on the way. I can't, you can't go to. I mean, you could go, right. But you know what I mean. Like
everything would have been left on her. So.
And at that time, that was a bad time. I mean, we was at war.
Oh, you wasn't going to war?
Yeah, no, we wasn't. I ain't fighting that war. You know what I mean? I'm fighting the damn war here in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm fighting the war. I'm trying to keep myself from being a statistic. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wasn't going to go in there.
I was going to go in there, but I just ain't want to, I ain't want to do no war fighting.
Yeah, like, no, when he told me, and we sit down doing all the paperwork, and I passed it was like a pretest, because he came over with a little laptop. He said, yeah, we got to get you in there. He said, how tall are you? I said, I'm about 5'10". He said, how much you weigh? I said, about 215, between 205 to 215. He said, oh, a little chunky guy. Oh, shit. I said, man, I'm an athlete. I said, bruh, I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete. He told me. He said, nah, we going to run every day.
Yes, they are.
He said, we going to run every day. I said, wait.
And shout out to Fort Dix, New Jersey, because it's a boot camp I went to over there, because I actually wanted to go into the Marines. And you get up 5 o'clock in the morning. I think it was around 4. Went running every day. PT was like done till around like 9, 10. Yeah, every day. Had to run them laps around. Man.
Yeah, that physical fitness practice test they make you do. Yeah. We have to run. What is it? You got to run a mile in under 14 minutes or something like that.
For who?
For the Marines.
Oh no, I don't think the Marines make you do a fitness test.
Oh no,
like
they
that.
most definitely make you do a physical fitness.
Yeah.
Yes, they yeah.
A mile for 14 minutes?
I don't know what the time.
If it's a mile for 14 minutes, bro, I could do that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's 14 minutes.
Yeah, I don't remember what the time frame and how long.
A mile for 14
minutes? You most definitely have to do that test.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to go into the Marines, and my dad was like, "No."
push-ups,
Yeah.
and then running.
Yeah.
And the recruiter was like, "Yeah, what was you know you're gonna have to work on that running." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy, I don't think this is for me."
Yeah.
I think.
But no, it definitely couldn't have been 14 minutes. Because 14 minutes, I know you could walk that. 14 minutes.
It might have been 3 miles. I can't remember exactly what it was. I just remember either 14 minutes or 12 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. It was a time frame.
It was a time frame to do something.
Okay.
And I barely made it. It was like 11 something, 11 and some change, whatever it was.
You did better. Listen. I'd have said what?
You'd have been out there looking.
I said nah, bro. Like I thought this is free.
The push-ups was cool because I was still in shape at that time.
Right. Like normally, like most men, make it back. I think they don't ask for that many push-ups. Sit-ups is like kind of up in the air for men. I don't know, but
I still banged out the sit-ups.
Okay.
It was just the running. That's all.
Yeah.
No, because running is different, man.
It was the running and getting up early in the morning. I'm not a morning person at all. I'm not even a little bit of a morning person.
But you know what's so funny? What is it with like you athletes that like y'all go in the gym, y'all go hard in that gym, but y'all can't run. I don't say everybody, but like most of them, like they can't run it, like they can't run.
Running was never part of the regimen.
Bench press 350.
Bench press, curls,
but get you to run, like
back, chest, legs.
Well, the thing about it is, like I'm okay with running a mile. You see what I'm saying? And like, why would I run more than that? Who the hell I'm running from that damn long? You know what I mean? I'm not planning on running that damn long.
No, you need that endurance. I'm
just saying. Yeah. I mean, what I need endurance for? I mean, as far as running.
Know. Shoot, you might.
Listen,
you don't
I play basketball on Saturdays. That's equal to my
Nah.
You know how men think.
No, but basketball.
Walking up
like when I've been on the treadmill and just ran. Playing basketball.
You use everything.
But it's not the set. That's what I'm saying.
You use everything. You use
everything when you play basketball. Everything hurt after basketball. Everything hurt after you play basketball. Your hands even hurt.
Y'all must not be doing it right.
I mean, you're just talking about on the treadmill and you run.
We ain't doing basketball right?
Nah, I'm talking about y'all might not y'all might not be running right.
It's
you said
I've been running for years.
You said you can't do it?
I'm just saying because I'm fat now.
All right.
Listen. I can still get you. I could get you a mile in 10 minutes though.
Oh, we jumped way off topic.
I'm just saying. We didn't got off topic because
Deadbeat.
Sorry.
Listen, man, I can get you a mile.
We over here being deadbeat hosts because we ain't even staying on topic.
But
back to.
But that's the truth though. Like a lot of parents, they get caught up in their day-to-day life, trying to make it happen, and like what I was just saying a little while ago, having 2-parent households help. Yes, because one parent can be the parent that is focused on like the schoolwork,
right?
And the other one can be cooking, and the other parent can be like it doesn't matter like how it's set up, but it takes
it's a
two,
partnership, man. So it's a tag team.
Like
that's
you said,
tag team.
2 sets of eyes is better than 1.
Yeah,
right.
You said,
tag team.
Watching your child and knowing where they're at all times.
Right, I need to be able to tag you in.
It's tough, man.
Because we here at the studio right now. But we could all just text somebody and be like, how is such and such doing?
Right.
If you don't have that balance, and your kid's like a latchkey kid or something like that, or you just park them in front of tablets and TVs and stuff and let
that's
the
what
TV
I don't
raise
like.
them. That's like one of the worst things because who knows what they're picking up on TV?
Yeah, because you remember one time they had the thing on I think it was on YouTube, and the little thing was telling them to kill themselves. And the kids was killing themselves too. Yeah. Like it was just like,
they had the one that was like a year ago, and they were telling them to run away. So
I mean, every kid wanted to run away.
Everybody
but Ra.
I ain't want to run away. Listen, I was like, who gonna give me my allowance?
That.
Man, look.
At nighttime.
I ain't want to run away. I don't know what you talking about.
I always wanted to run away. I ain't gonna lie. I always wanted.
I ain't want to do that.
It's not like I wanted. I guess it was like a thing to do. Like where the hell I'm gonna go? Like at the age of 10, I'm broke. I ain't got no money.
That's the one thing I ain't think of. I was daddy's girl. I most definitely wasn't running away. I ran away.
You know what's crazy?
Where's that going?
You talking about that, man? My dad's birthday today, man.
Oh, shout out to your dad.
Well, he's dead. You know what I mean? So
he can't get a shout out still to his birthday.
Yeah, he can give a shout out. But me and my dad.
Alright, there we go.
Shout out to my dad's birthday. Happy birthday. And you know what's crazy? Me and my dad didn't have a real solid relationship, man. We didn't get cool until we got older. And you know, I had so much hate, and we just never really built anything. You know what I mean? And we were so similar. Like my dad is like we the exact the same, but we just never. You know what I mean? But a lot of it be the hate that he had for my mom kept him from doing things for me based off of what he told me. You know what I mean? Once he was told that he was getting put on child support, it was like, listen, you put me on child support? All right, well, F it. I was like, damn, that, you know what I mean?
Right, that's how you feel?
He told me when I was younger, he was like, man, when you 18, I'll tell you the story. Like, damn, nigga.
And you know what's crazy? My
difference.
my child's going through that now, so it's crazy. And
I can't.
He not even on child support.
I can't do that. Like,
he not even.
You know what I mean?
He not even doing child support.
It's hard. I mean, when you grow up, like you always think about what you don't want to be. Like
right.
you looked at how you was raised, and you be like, so if your mom took you to 10 trips, you want to like, I'm taking my kid to 20. You know what I mean? You always wanted to double everything.
Right.
But that don't make you a good parent because you want to outdo your parent. You know what I mean? What make you a good parent is just.
But you know what, the mind frame, because with that, like a lot of people do, they be like, you know, I want to give my kids what I didn't have. But I feel like, especially with today's society, we be so hooked on giving our kids what we didn't have. When 9 times out of 10, if we think of it, what really did we not have? We don't realize like we have to give them a little bit of what we have.
I didn't have a whole lot of nothing.
I mean, I had a that's what I'm saying. I had a pretty good childhood. I was spoiled. I was a brat. But it most definitely wasn't perfect. It most definitely wasn't perfect. But for the most part, like as far as anything that I needed financially, I was good. And
I never like for me.
Days my dad was off was.
I never had nobody go to. I played a lot of sports. Not one of my family members ever came to nothing of mine. Not one. Not one thing. So, you know what I mean? Like, I done played in championships, football, basketball, baseball. I was on track for one day. You know what I mean?
You can't even count that. You don't bring track in this.
Yo.
One day.
No, I count that.
You don't even get to count that.
No, I count that.
You don't even get to count that.
I ran.
No, what'd you run to? Cause did you make it?
Listen, I did. Everybody else was 12 seconds flat. I said, well, I'm way behind. I said, no.
Again.
I said, no. This ain't. I thought I was fast too.
Count all the
until I ran into some people that was fast.
First of all, we're not even going.
I was fast for my size.
We gonna strip track from the record because you can't claim it.
And I was on in middle school. I was on a chess team.
Go ahead.
I was pretty good.
Simons?
Yeah, I was on chess.
What chess team we have?
See, you ain't even know that. See,
I was too busy in woodshop. That was my
man, Eli Thomas, man.
That was my woodshop. I love woodshop.
We had.
My dad still got the plaque that I made him in woodshop. It said "Dad" on it.
Yeah,
the plaque. He still got it.
We didn't get none of that.
Woodshop? You didn't get woodshop?
No, they didn't give us none.
What you had? Home ec with the girls?
No, I was on the 4th floor. I think I was.
Why gotta be home ec with the girls?
Because all the girls wanted home ec. All the girls, and then
I wish I would have had some of that
stuff. But the
stuff.
only boys who wanted home ec was the boys who wanted to talk to the girls at Fifth Simons. That's the only reason they wanted home ec. Otherwise, they was in woodshop. I know because I was in woodshop. Woodshop was all there.
Man, listen.
I was like, I ain't trying to cook no food.
No, I wanted to learn how to cook.
I ain't had no damn skill coming out of Fifth Simons. You know the skill that I had?
Clearly not running track.
Cutting. Oh no.
Listen,
my track years was in my track time was in elementary school. I was terrible at that, man. I'm telling you, I was the worst.
Man,
I was the worst. I'm sorry. I mean,
yeah, clearly.
Let's go to the next topic.
All right.
Ain't gonna talk about let's face it.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You weren't with me shooting in the gym.